Entrepreneurial skill. I'm Robin Eisen, the Special Projects Manager here at YEI, Yippee Manager, and your host for today's Power Hour. Thanks to everyone who answered our opening question. When I thought about the kind of competitions that I engage in, I went straight for the physical competitions, like yoga challenges. If I went to yoga 30 times in a certain amount of time, I would get a t-shirt, a brand new purple Namaste t-shirt I didn't need, but the challenge of knowing I could earn it was all I needed to get me into the studio, stretching and exercising. There's something about framing an action as a challenge or a competition that makes us, well, me for sure, rise up to the challenge to face the eye of the tiger. I thought about my kids too, and how I was able to motivate one of my sons into doing about anything based solely on the way I positioned the task. I'll time you to fill in the blank when all you needed was a little bit extra of a push for him to get to do something. That kind of timing, that challenge to get it done within a certain amount of time, turned into many fun challenges as he grew. To this day, his corporate sales job, he's motivated by small competitions that lead to big overarching corporate goals. So I did a little research into why these kinds of competitions work. The experts say that they foster a belief that obstacles are a normal part of life and that one can manage them and come through them, often being better for having had the experience. Hard times stimulate growth in a way that good times don't. Facing challenges and navigating one's way through them builds resilient capacity. They have figured out that competitions work, and so have we. Today, we're going to talk all about competitions as they relate to building the entrepreneurial mindset. We have Chick Thompson from WagiLabs, Eric Tao from MegaMinds, Brian Costanzo from Build.org, and Kelly Bigger from the Young Entrepreneur Institute, here to tell us all about their competitions. We will also share a lot of information about other competitions toward the end of the hour. Like all our power hours, we will keep this to 1 hour, record it, and send you all the information in an email for your reference. Feel free to ask questions during the call, and I hope you enjoy our amazing lineup. Chick, I'm going to turn it over to you for you to talk about your WagiLabs content and information.
Yes. That sounds great. So I'm going to share screen right now. Thumbs up if you see a dog.
Looks good.
Good. Okay. I'm going to talk about WagiLabs. WagiLabs stands for What a Great Idea Labs. And so got a question. Just put in the chat. How many, yes or no, have you ever played the mousetrap game? Just or thumbs up. And if you've played the mousetrap game or entered a Rube Goldberg competition, he was my neighbor growing up. Rube Goldberg was a cartoonist. He lived 3 houses away from me on Long Island, New York. And he's the reason why I became a cartoonist. This is a cartoon he drew for me when I was 10 years old. And Rube always said that when he said everybody wants to go from A to B as fast as possible. He wanted to go from A to B using all the letters of the alphabet. And what I found fascinating that when I became a cartoonist at Disney in 1976 is that I just kept thinking about education and cartooning and that Rube Goldberg model of what does it mean to use all the letters of the alphabet. And I really didn't get I thought maybe that's what brainstorming was all about, that you didn't just go from A to B, you sort of went, divergent thinking and looked at C and D and E. But once I started thinking about creating WagiLabs, that's when it really came to me, because here's Rube's cartoon. If he wanted to eat a bowl of soup, he didn't just go and show you using a spoon and a napkin, but you had to go and have this rocket and this parrot and this toasted bread. So what I thought is, what if WagiLabs wasn't a course? What if it was a voyage? And what if we created the HMS Kidpreneurship because as the kids told me, the word ship is an entrepreneurship. Now, since I'm severely dyslexic, I couldn't even spell the word entrepreneurship. But so we created a voyage where we take the kids through a journey, through to discover their passion, through the sea of curiosity, uncovering needs in the community, walking in others' shoes. They walk on the islands of compassion. They define their challenges. They learn how to brainstorm. They go through the ocean of courage where they learn how to prototype. They learn design thinking. They learn pitch challenges. They even learn how to create a music video to go and pitch their ideas. And then they pitch at a guppy tank, and then finally learn how to make it happen. So to us, a kidpreneur is a juggling game of curiosity, compassion, and courage. That's our E equals MC squared. And our purpose of WagiLabs and our competitions is to create ideas for good. I've spent the last 35 years of my life teaching entrepreneurship at the University of Virginia Business School, and I help my students create ideas for society, whether it be Frappuccino or mattress in a box or Nike fuel bands. Those are the brainstorms I've run. But that's not what I want to do with the kids. I want to teach kids how to go and create ideas for good. That's our why. Our vision is to create a world where kids' ideas make a difference. So kids' ideas for the community. Our mission is to create the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. And our values are to dream big and walk in other shoes. So the kids learn how to identify community challenges by becoming a detective. We even have the police resource officer help the kids learning how to be a detective in the community, because WagiLabs is for 3rd through 5th grade. And the kids learn how to walk in other shoes and to act out, whether it be challenges that people might have. And they learn how to walk through the day in the life of the community challenge. So we take them through that whole, and it's pretty much, since I also teach design thinking, it's pretty much a human-centric design thinking for kids. How to define the challenge. Simon, my friend Semenek, would love the fact that we don't start with why in ours, we start with who. Because I think in social entrepreneurship, the who is more important than the why. We got to get down to the who, and then the why, then the where, then the what, when, and the what. Then we teach the kids how to brainstorm, and whether it's the what if questions, or what if we did this, what if we challenged this, or my favorite, which are the opposite thinking questions of flipping things, they come up with ideas to pitch at the guppy tank. Now, for us, it's, even though we're on a voyage, it's not a Shark Tank. Even adult Shark Tanks still scare me, and I'm 75 years old. And I'm so used to VCs trying to go and buy my ideas and all that. That's not what I wanted for the kids. I wanted the kids to have a guppy tank where all their ideas aren't bought, but they're coached with a yes and mindset. Because to me, the most important thing I want the kids, the teachers, and the parents to do in this mindset of creativity is to know that yes and is the response to a new idea. You build with the yes and then you can go and look at the constraints with the yes but. Here's a guppy tank we held this year in Cleveland with the Cleveland Diocese schools. And our guppy tank question was, if you won $250, how would you help your school or local community? So the question can be up to the school or whoever's running the guppy tank. This is a typical type of question that we ask. Now, we launched WagiLabs in Accra, Ghana. Then we went to Nigeria. We're now just launched in Tanzania and other parts of Africa. But the kids in Accra, Ghana, they had a different perspective on their challenges. They catch malaria. And they said we catch malaria twice a year. So they decided to come up with a healthy hand washing video. That was their pitch. So we teach the kids how to create a music video. I'll just put 30 seconds of this video they created. This was written, videotaped all by the kids, no adult, little supervision, but no adults doing the videotaping or the writing of the lyrics. Here's a little excerpt.
Have fun. One and two.
Back, back, back. Every day back. Wash, wash, wash. Every day wash. Bath every day. Wash like every day. Wash and wash your hands. After play the hand. Show hands and healthy and strong.
So it's a 3-minute video. If you want to watch it on YouTube, it became so popular, it was shown all over Ghanaian TV, and the community was so proud of it. They created a billboard to promote the video. The girls have created now 4 music videos. Here is Chicago. Here is Carla Neely, your 4th grade teacher. In her guppy tank, one girl came up with the idea during COVID. This was on a Zoom where the girl said, I want to create a glow-in-the-dark face mask because my mother goes to work in the dark. My mother comes home from work in the dark. The girls came up and turned it into a STEM experiment where they figured out they would use glow-in-the-dark fingernail polish to go and create that face mask. And we gave them the resources to buy the face mask, the fingernail polish. And that was a winner. And how it really touched my heart, that girl, her idea, she had never participated in class before. This was in the heart of COVID, and she was Zooming in from a homeless shelter. Carla Neely says now, after learning how to brainstorm, that empowered her, and she doesn't shut up. She just engages and yes ands on all these ideas. And so for me, Lord, if I had the opportunity to reach one person in my life, it was that little girl, to be able to teach her the skills of brainstorming. So if you go to Yippee, you can find out all about WagiLabs, and you can download for free the WagiLabs playbook. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. Everything we do is free. So I have the great honor now to introduce my colleague, Eric. And he approached me about 6 months ago and said, hey, I got a 3D educational gamification platform. Could we form a partnership and turn WagiLabs into a 3D experience? And I said, here's the baton. Have fun. Let's do it. So I get to introduce Eric now. I'm going to stop sharing and I pass it on to you.
Thanks, Chick. That was amazing. I haven't seen that presentation before, so that was really inspiring. Hey everybody, I'm Eric Tao. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MegaMinds, which is a new immersive 3D online platform for learning. So I'd like to start out with a little context setting. Did you know that 9 out of 10 kids play virtual world games like Roblox and Minecraft, and that the daily active users average 2.6 hours of gameplay a day? In fact, Science Daily estimates that the average kid will spend 10,000 hours playing video games by the time they are 21. That's enough time to learn to become a virtuoso at something. So teachers struggle every day to engage this generation of learners. A lot of teachers that I meet at conferences that I talk to complain that they can't engage their kids for longer than 10 minutes at a time. So we asked ourselves, what if games aren't the problem, but the solution? So MegaMinds utilizes the magic of new technologies and games to power a new kind of learning. Students learn through creative play and interactive activities contained in 3D immersive spaces. They embody avatars and work through educational content and tasks together, excuse me, like they're playing a game of Roblox. It brings joy to learning for them. Our aim is to enhance student engagement and build 21st century skills. So we partnered with WagiLabs to create a virtual experience called the Game Lab, where students will learn to brainstorm and develop ideas that solve real-world challenges affecting their communities. They'll also learn to effectively present and pitch their ideas to others. It's a step-by-step curriculum developed by Chick and WagiLabs and will help kids build critical thinking, collaboration, innovation skills, and prepare them to be future-ready thinkers and compassionate creators. So take a look. This is a quick video of the experience.
Welcome to Game Lab, where curiosity, compassion, and courage come together to change the world. Embark on a journey as a kidpreneur, using your curiosity to discover problems and ideate solutions. Use your compassion to empathize and understand feelings and needs. And use your courage to take risks and share your innovative ideas. Decide if you want to play solo or team up with some friends. Navigate through Game Lab's virtual 3D environment. Interact, explore, and let your creativity flow. Collaborate with friends and refine your ideas using our content libraries and creation tools. Present and pitch your solutions. Remember, every idea counts, and every game is a step towards making a difference. Jump into Game Lab and unleash the kidpreneur in you.
So that was Game Lab. And what's the opportunity here for educators aside from the top-notch curriculum by WagiLabs, of course? Number one is accessibility. MegaMinds supports all classroom models for in-person, hybrid, remote learning. It can be used for synchronous and asynchronous use cases. Everything is accessible via Chromebook with an internet connection, making it easy for students to work together from different locations and have access to the same resources and tools. There's a social emotional aspect to these environments. In these environments, students have the opportunity to work with peers who might possess different or complementary skills. They learn to communicate and relate with each other and to work together and builds their social emotional skill sets. And beyond developing 21st century skills like creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking, the platform really helps develop digital literacy and equips students with hands-on experiences with the latest in digital tools and methodologies. Here they learn how to work with the 3D web, or the metaverse, as some people call it, which some people believe is the future of the internet. They'll understand the underlying mechanisms, potentials, and limitations of the medium. So we're here because we're looking for testing partners for Game Lab to try this experience and share feedback. So please reach out. I'll drop my email in the chat as well if you're interested in trying this out with your class. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. I wanted to just pause real quickly and see if we had any questions about the content that has been presented so far. Any questions for Chick or for Eric about using and sort of being part of the cohort for testing this fantastic new platform for helping bring the entrepreneurial mindset to students. I have a feeling that in that kind of platform, the kids are going to be teaching us educators a little bit. Any questions or comments before we go on? Those are both two excellent ways to bring the entrepreneurial mindset to your students. All right, well, if you do, just add to the chat at any time, and we will be here towards the end for any questions also. Next, I wanted to introduce Brian Costanzo. He is with build.org, and this particular competition targets an older student. So wanted to make sure that there was something here for everyone in today's Power Hour. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Brian, to explain what you have.
Thank you very much. And Chick, let me just say that was truly inspirational. Really appreciate the sharing, you and Eric taking it to the next level. Entrepreneurs as youth need to happen at a very early age. So students, teachers, and educators can embrace entrepreneurship as a credible life path is a mantra I kind of live by. So thank you for sharing that. Brian Costanzo, National Director of build.org, Entrepreneurship Education. I work out of my laundry room in Alexandria, Virginia. I am going to let three of my students share what Build is about. They articulate it a lot better than I do. So if you could hear volume, please give me a thumbs up.
At Build.org, we don't just
Okay.
help students build businesses with our entrepreneurship program. We help them build confidence. We help them build character and help them build resilience.
Build's #1 priority is just to prepare their students for the future. I was, in fact, the last person to join Build out of all of my friends, and I saw them all working on their different products, all these cool little gadgets and things, and I was just like, I have to be a part of that.
Oh, it stopped there.
I want to do that.
Build gave me the chance to experience things hands-on and see the world in a different view. They have taught me the spark skills of working with others, having better communication skills and problem solving. I always haven't been a confident person until I came and joined Build.
Build students, build relationships with business mentors, and build bridges to their communities that lead them to new opportunities. We're building a more diverse and inclusive workforce by helping students build the entrepreneurship skill set needed to thrive in a rapidly changing world.
If it wasn't because of Build, I don't think that I would have the confidence I have now. Build actually gave me the leadership skill that I needed to be my own leader.
They always guide us in the correct direction and how we should really just handle ourselves. I think that they do an amazing job with that. All this influence that I have and the lessons that they teach me are definitely making an impact on how I live my daily life, and clearly they're doing something right. So I think, yeah, Bill definitely has a positive impact on the decisions I make.
See what we're building together at build.org and find out how you can help us build a better future for all our young people.
Sorry about the glitching there. That is Ori, one of our student entrepreneurs. Get to the next slide here.
At build.org.
Build's mission is all about igniting the power of youth and under-resourced communities, high school students, for career success, entrepreneurship mindset, and opportunity, really helping them become the CEOs of their own life. We have outcomes and impacts, definitely their entrepreneurial mindset, the career success opportunity, more importantly, economic mobility, financial well-being, and social agency throughout their life. Some of our offerings, I'm going to share one of them with you, which is an open education free resource. We also offer professional development, some introduction to entrepreneurship, and some core programming, which goes anywhere from 1 year to 3 years. Today, I'm going to share the Build Design Challenge. This actually was something that we solved for during COVID, like most of us did, which is having a virtual experience. And we're now on our 3.0 version. And our students answer the question, how might we develop entrepreneurial solutions to everyday challenges for people in our schools and community? Very much like Chick's presentation and ERIC, community is extremely important. We use human-centered design, again, as was mentioned earlier, where empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test, and then we add pitch, because that's where the magic happens. When you see youth pitching their ideas and practicing it and building that self-confidence, that's truly where the magic lies. It's 10 hours of lesson plans that you can deliver over several weeks, 6 weeks to or less, depending on your time frame. We have the platform, which I'll show you in a moment, but the student objectives, entrepreneurial mindset, human-centered design, we want them to walk away feeling like they impacted their society and they're contributing to their greater community. And most importantly, synthesization of their ideas and their thinking and innovative solutions to problems. We do have a post survey also, so you as an educator can get the results. You actually fill out a survey, as does your student. Let me jump /virtual or challenges. You can go on the same platform that I'm sharing with you right now, and I'm going to roll this video, which shares a little bit about the challenge. This one shouldn't skip.
Welcome to the Build Design Challenge. Have you ever dreamed of owning your own business, creating your own app, or making a positive change in your community? If so, here's your chance to be the boss. This is an adventure, where you can select the path you choose with our help and guidance. We provide the map for your journey. All you need to bring is your time,
Oops.
energy, and imagination to envision a solution you can later bring to life. Along the way, you'll learn a technique called human-centered design. What's that? Let me break it down for you. Human-centered design is understanding who you're designing for, with the focus on your client. If you're new to this, don't worry. You have a unique perspective and voice that we want to hear. After all, who has your experiences, your truths, your outlook on the world? Basically, you have everything you need to create something both useful and inspiring to make someone's life a little easier. So, are you ready to make a difference? Let's build.
So again, this platform, if you look at the various things on the left here, and if you're logged on, you can follow me. You have the ability to meet your clients. These are people within the Build community. They're either educators or students or alumni of our program. They were interviewed and talked about some of the challenges, tribulations, high points and low points that they've had throughout their life. So the students are able to pick after watching some of the videos. And we have amazing teachers. We've been around for 25 years. This whole programming was made by them for you as educators to make your life easy and deliver it with high fidelity without much preparation time. So that user guide with the toolkit has everything you need with all the lesson plans, all the videos and flow, scope, and sequence for you to do this effectively. Nice part about this is you can interview your own client. You don't have to use the 4 that are on here. You could pick a community issue and have them go out and interview with this guide folks in their community. Again, just going through the different phases. This is evergreen. Design thinking is not produced by Build. It's been around for many years as an open resource. We just put it in an applicable way for our communities, making it equity-based and culturally relevant for the communities that we serve. And then prototype and then pitch. We also have the finish where, again, you get the results at the very end. So you can see and use this potentially as a grade for the students or completion. And then also see the progress that they gained with design thinking and innovation. And let me just go to pitch. You could use this also as a pitch competition in your school or in your community. We have the rubric for all the judging. You could pull in your administrators as well as other folks to be able to be the judges or professionals in the community and offer prize money. So it doesn't have a start and end like some pitch competitions. This is for you to do anytime you like or need to do as a capstone event, perhaps at the start of next year or anytime in the middle. Great for substitute teachers or homeroom as well. And it's applicable in any course throughout. So a little bit about Build and our design challenge. I'm happy to take a few questions. Sorry about the glitching. Usually it's my son on Xbox, but he's not up there right now. So really don't know what happened there.
A lot of people on. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Thank you so much. Are there any questions for Brian about Build or about maybe some of the pitches that he has seen or anything? Anybody want to unmute and ask a question? Brian, I have a question for you. Do you
Please.
see this being used primarily in classrooms or in out of school time?
Both. We've had great success with both. In fact, a lot of Boys and Girls Clubs have done a 6-week summer program, Learn and Earn. So CBOs definitely take advantage of that. I would say that it does need a steady cohort of students. So dropping in and out becomes a challenge. So as long as you've got a steady group of 3 to 4, when you break it up into groups and you know several of the kids might drop off, if you could solve for that, then yeah, after school is not a problem. But predominantly in school, during COVID, it was a way for social emotional learning because kids forgot how to socialize and in many cases weren't taught, whether it be middle school or high school. So this became a really great way for educators to introduce their students to each other in a way which wasn't intimidating and was very thoughtful and engaging. And it kind of just bubbled up and had a high energy level at the beginning of the year. So it was used in that fashion.
Great, thank you. Any other questions out there before we move on to Kelly?
And I dropped my email in the chat.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, Robin, for the opportunity. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you spending some time with us this afternoon to tell us all about Build. And it's for the high school students. So now we've covered the younger students and we've covered the high school students. And now I would like to introduce Kelly Bigger, who is from the Young Entrepreneur Institute. And she's going to talk about the competition that YEI has that covers K to 12. So there's for sure something here for everyone today. Kelly, why don't you take it away?
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Robin. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you to Chick and Eric and Brian. Just awesome things going on out there. And we certainly appreciate all you do for all these kids working with the entrepreneurial mindset and all the competitions that you're doing, as well as the curriculum. So thank you so much. On behalf of the whole YEI team, I'm excited to announce our annual pitch contest coming up. And thank you for those. I see a lot of names as participants who've done it in the past. We certainly appreciate it. And then folks that hopefully are going to be new to our pitch challenge. So delighted to have all of you. So what is a pitch challenge? As you guys all know, it's a simple set of skills that help the kids learn creativity, problem solving, critical thinking, presentation skills. And it teaches these kids these 21st century skills, whether they become an entrepreneur or not. It's that mindset that's so important. So this is designed to help kids connect their passions with a solution to a problem and then perform a pitch. And this particular contest is via video. Benefits of the pitch challenge to the kids. We talked about entrepreneurial mindsets, and I know WagiLabs and Build and then Venture Lab have great mindset pieces, thinking of curiosity, growth mindset, courage, persistence and grit, opportunity seeking, problem solving, redefining failure, optimism, resourcefulness, adaptability, empathy, just all these great things that are going to make these kids successful in their lives. So along with the mindsets, it instills important life skills. When you think of confidence alone, think what that does for the kids. And then it reinforces academic content, which is great. And the kids don't even realize it is reinforcing the academic content. So the benefits of the pitch challenge for educators out there, it is a very light lift, 3 to 5 easy steps. And you can go as deep as you wish or do it as light lift as you wish. There's the opportunity, if you wish, to engage local leaders. You can use them as mentors, judges, or speakers. So you don't have to do that, but if you wish to do that, it's a great way to include your community. And we are here to help you. So YEI is the team of 11 or 12 of us are here to help at every step. So we'll make it easy for you. We've done a lot of the work for you, and we'll join you in your success. And hopefully it's fun. We really think it's a fun and engaging activity for all the kids out there. So something new for this year, we are including all of Ohio. So those of you who are outside of Northeast Ohio, we are delighted to include you this year. The grade ranges remain the same, K through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12. Last year, we added the team aspect, so you can do it as an individual or teams anywhere up to 4. It's just a quick 30 to 90 second elevator video. So it doesn't need to be a commercial, doesn't need to be fancy, more about the idea and the presentation. And our deadline this year is February 20th. 2024. Can you believe it? 2024. Holy smokes. And our rubric is fairly simple. So just to let you know, the judges will be reviewing these videos based on creativity of the idea, the business name, and the video, clarity of the presentation, persuasiveness of the elevator pitch, and then the overall quality of the idea, the pitch, and the video. Judging and voting. So the first round, we implemented this last year. Classmates are going to compete against kids in their own class. So that way there's way more winners. So it's awesome. The finalist videos will be up for public voting in April. And for those of you who don't know that, we put them all on the website, and then we give you about a 5-day window where the kids adults, and anybody across the nation can vote for videos that they would like. And then the winning videos are chosen by independent judges as well as the public voting. So this year, we also have more prizes for new categories. We've added 4 core categories. They are sustainability and environment, technology and STEM innovation, sports and recreation, social entrepreneurship, all of Chick's great stuff, and community revitalization. And there will be 1 winner in each grade for each category. So that makes 12 more winners out there. So we love to have lots of winners. And again, we will be doing the class and donut party for classes and programs that have 10 plus entries. Finalists are going to get a $60 gift card per team, and winners $180 gift card per team. So just to let you know, as I said, we are here to help and support you. And if you look at YIPI, many of you are already members of that platform, but on there is a free pitch challenge toolkit. So feel free to go on and order that up, and it gives you everything you need to know to host and facilitate this pitch challenge. We have workshops for educators and or students. So feel free to let us know. That is on YIPI as well. And then there's something called My Pitch Challenge. So if you want to take it a step further and do your own pitch challenge in your own classroom, we can help you with that. You get prizes on top of prizes. So, and then have all the kids compete. So we are here to help. We are happy to do anything. You can register your class on our website, and I will show you that in a moment. And just to let you know, our whole team is here and at your assistance. Let me see if I can pop right over to our website. Can everybody see that? Good.
Yep.
Awesome. So here we are just on our Young Entrepreneur website, in the pitch challenge, and all the things that I've just discussed are on this page. And you literally just click on this little button and you can register your class right away. And it will be open, for registration all along the way. So feel free to do that. If you have questions, you can click there. Here are all the details, the official rules. And if you need some sample videos, here's some from K through 4, 5 through 8, and 9 through 12. So everything you need is right here at your fingertips. So are there any questions that anybody has concerning our pitch challenge?
So Kelly, there was one question that I'm just going to repeat in case there are some people driving and are not able to see the chat. And one person asked what the cost of these programs are. And I wanted to make sure that everyone knows that these cost is free, zero.
Absolutely, absolutely free. Yep, all free. And 2 of the 3 items on YIPI are 0-point items. So anybody feel free to order those. The workshops and the toolkits.
And that goes for Chick's curriculum. It goes for Eric and for any beta testers. And it also goes for Brian and the build. Everything that we're presenting in today's Power Hour is free. And we will make sure that you as educators know how to access that free information.
Sounds great. And I actually see another question in this, and someone who teaches at 2 different schools. So that would be awesome if you would register twice so that we get you in each classroom in each of your schools. Any other questions out there? Great. Well, we look forward to it. It's one of our favorite times of year to watch all these kids with their passions and coming up with awesome ideas and pitching them. So can't wait to see all your videos, and I will go ahead and pass it back to Robin.
Well, thank you. And I actually am quickly going to pass the baton over to Eileen Frankel. She is the executive director of the Young Entrepreneur Institute and has a couple more resources to share. So Eileen.
Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Kelly. This is just such a wonderfully packed agenda filled with resources for educators. So I'm glad to be here and add to it. I wanted to talk to you today about a competition for local students in high school. It's called Teen Accelerate. This is the 2nd year of Teen Accelerate, and it builds on some of the social entrepreneurial problems that were mentioned earlier on this Power Hour. So this competition and the Cleveland Leadership Center's Accelerate competition focus on really early stage ideas. This one is not about have you built it yet. This one is also about, do you have an idea to make the world, the community a little bit better? So I'm going to share my screen, and this is the on our Young Entrepreneur Institute website. You can also get to information about Teen Accelerate on the Cleveland Leadership Center website. So this competition is a little bit different because it's pitching in person. So it starts with a written questionnaire. That is the application that you fill up here. And then finalists are chosen to pitch in a live competition. The first deadline is January 18th. That is the deadline for the entries, 10 finalists. Excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. 10 finalists are chosen, and the final competition is held on February 22nd. So looking for some motivated high school teams with ideas for that Teen Accelerate competition. We also have another resource to share. 1 second, please. And this one we call the YEI Master Spreadsheet of Competitions. This is information that we have compiled on lots of different competitions that are held year-round, virtual and in person. And you can see it's not so fancy, but it includes lots of competitions with names and links and descriptions. And we will share this. You can also get to this from the YEI website. So the build competition is here, and our YEI competition, other competitions of other of our friends and partners are included on this. The final piece that I want to share with you is one other compilation worksheet, and that's called the Institute of Competition Sciences. And this one is also a compilation. It's either for students or for educators. And when you click into it, oh, that's not the right place. When you click into it, you get links to
the competition. Yeah.
All right, here's the competition tab. 1 sec.
Well, I don't know that we don't need to go totally into it, Eileen. But the idea here is you will get this link. And when you go into this particular, thank you for putting it in the chat. When you go into that particular website, you can filter by entrepreneurship, and then it gives you another list of a lot of other competitions that are focused on entrepreneurship and science. Kelly, did you want to add anything to that? You've really been the one who's seen most of that.
Thank you, Robin. Actually, Julie is on here, and she's the one who introduced me to this website, but it is amazing. So if you have kids that have an interest, entrepreneurship, obviously, but even any of the other drop downs there, I don't know if you can show the category there, Robin, there are just all kinds of competitions from all over the United States and the world. So it's a great sort of, and if you want to put a competition on there, they are super about just sending you a form. You do have to maintain it, switch it up every year, but great place to find out about competitions.
Excellent. And we have a form too that we're going to share with you in our follow-up, so that if you want to put your competition on our form, you can do that too. Eileen, I don't want to cut you off if there's more for you to, no? Okay. So speaking about other competitions, I did have another provider connect with me and ask if they could have 2 minutes to talk about their competition. I think Denise Schaefer is here. I know I saw her sign on at one point. Denise, are you there? I see her. She's here. There you go.
I can't hear, but I am driving. So
Well, be
I'm
safe.
listening. So I'm going to turn my screen on.
Did you want to mention about the competition that you have going on?
Sure. At Junior Achievement, for those of you that are in Stark County, we have a competition called Stark Tank. Very similar to the other pitch competitions that you've mentioned already today, but this one is specifically for Stark County. We have stipends for teachers who would want to participate. There's a small stipend for those that do one of the units of our Be Entrepreneurial program. And then there's another stipend if you get 3 students to participate. There's 2 levels. There's kind of an entry level for really the product ideas. And then we have also a separate competition for those students that have already established their companies. So they're a little further along. So we can put information out to anybody who is looking at this. Our competition is going to be in the spring.
Great. We'll make sure that actually make sure you fill out a form for us to put it on our competition spreadsheet too, so that it can get more eyes on it. Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome.
Are there any other people in our audience that want to unmute and talk about a competition that they would like to promote? Okay. Well, I would like to mention one thing, and that is that if you do have a great idea and a great pitch, and you've gone through some of this curriculum and you've joined a competition, you can often join more than one. In fact, we have had some winners at YEI who have won or placed high in the YEI pitch contest go on to win even more mentorship and money in the Biz Innovator competition. So we can also help you with building on what competitions kind of, dovetail to each other, or what curriculum might be really good to add to the competition that you have going on. So give us a call. Let us know if we can help you in any way. All right, I'm going to take a quick pause just to make sure that there aren't any questions, and see if there's anybody who has questions. And the Veal Think Big Challenge. Yes, that is on our list. That is a great competition for high school students here in the Cleveland area. They also have design hack challenges and lots of different challenges. You can find all of their challenges on the YIPI website. In fact, all of the challenges mentioned today can be found on YIPI. As someone said, there are 0 points. For those of you who are not familiar with YIPI, YIPI is an online platform where educators use points to purchase entrepreneurship education resources for free. They are free to the educator, but they are not free. They are funded by our sponsors. And we thank our sponsors for all the wonderful opportunities that they have given our teachers. Now, what we mentioned today is free, but some of the, or 0 points, some of the added benefits of YIPI is you can add on sort of tangent type of activities like power speakers that will come into your class and provide better coaching on, or provide very good, not better, but very good coaching on how to speak. And some of the other products that are on YIPI will provide enhancements to your pitch competitions or to your competitions. For coming to the Power Hour today, you get 250 bonus points or YIPI points that you can use towards purchasing a product. And I just want to mention that if in fact you're purchasing sponsored products, that the sponsored products are available in areas where we have sponsors who have said, yes, I will provide an opportunity in that particular geographic area. So YEI works when an educator picks a product that the product provider has decided to offer and the funder has decided to sponsor. So everyone can get 0 points. Products on YEI, like the products that we talked about today. And those of you who are fortunate to be in the state of Ohio or Northwest Arkansas can also get sponsored products. Give me a call if you have a question about YEI. I'd be more than happy to make sure everyone understands how to do that and what is going on. For today, the code is November 14th. That is the code that you can put into your YEI account to get you 250 extra points. Wanted to mention that we have 2 other fantastic opportunities coming up to close out our year. On the 30th of November, Entrepreneurial will be running a Power Hour workshop on real world business problem. I'm sorry, problem solving using real world business partners. Sorry, wanted to make sure I got that right. And then on November 7th, we're going to be having another Power Hour, our last of the year, the calendar year, which is kind of crazy that that's already happening. But that one will be all on using performance to enhance learning. And if you have any questions on those, I'd be more than happy to answer those too. Lastly, I want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to fill out our exit survey. We do look at every single comment and we take the ideas that you have suggested and read them and make sure we incorporate them and make sure we are listening to you so that we can provide you with the type of power hours and trainings that you're looking for. So Katie, if you could go ahead and drop in the link for the exit survey, that would be great. And then just finally, just a little reminder that we work in this area every day. We work with teachers and students, and we love talking about entrepreneurship and the resources that are available. So if you have any questions or comments or concerns, or you just want to talk about entrepreneurship and what you're doing, we would love to talk with you. So don't be shy. Let's see if there's any questions. I'm done. That officially ends the content for the day. But I would like to open it up to questions and comments for everyone. Don't be shy, guys. You can practice your pitching.
Thanks to Robin and Chick and Brian and Eric and Kelly. This was just filled with wonderful content, and we appreciate your generous time.
Yes, I totally agree. This is Shamira Toddy from Imagine Bella Academy of Excellence. I have a Friday club that is every 2 weeks, and we only meet it for about 30 minutes. So I don't think it kind of fits the scope of having a really robust pitch for them to do. I'm going to try, but I'm not really sure because it's such a short amount of time. So it's like 1 hour a month. But all of these ideas keep me inspired to continue to work with them to become great entrepreneurs in the future.
Excellent, Shamira. Well, thank you.
I bet those kids have watched Shark Tank and they might have some ideas if you send them home with a little homework assignment to think about ways to make an improvement in your school or the community or their class or their backpack. I bet that they would come back and be able to do a Shark Tank pitch. Imagine themselves going in front of Damon John or Mark Cuban.
So we've been working on our pitch. This is our stand here. I'm going to turn it around. I've created a whole little area for them. They've selected their product. So this is their stand where they stand at. I don't know if you can see it too good. Can you see it?
Little blurry.
Little blurry.
Is it like a podium?
Yeah, they have a podium, a stage there, where they do their pitch and everything like that, twice a week. So we're geared up. We're getting there.
Well, maybe you could have by the end of the year, something where they actually stand up and give the presentation. We would love to talk with you, at an off time spot. Here, let me put, I put my email in the chat for everyone. If you're interested in signing up to be part of the beta testing for the game lab, why don't you go ahead and just shoot your email into the chat, and I will get those over to Eric. You'll also have an opportunity when we do some follow-up work. But we would love for you to join the cohort and help us with this, bringing that kind of very unique, very entrepreneurial learning style to to the WagiLabs curriculum. We'd love you to join. Thank you. I'm getting a couple private messages here, so I want to just say thank you to everyone. All right, well, any other comments or concerns? I too would like to thank Chick and Eric and Brian and Kelly and Eileen for all your time and your expertise and making this Power Hour all about competitions very successful. I'm going to officially say we are done. It's smack 5 o'clock. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. And we hope to see you on the 30th for our next Power Hour. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you. Katie, I want to make sure before we stop recording that we're able to capture the comments, because I don't want the people who have sent me their emails to be gone.
I will save the chat.
I just saved it. Yep.
Does it save direct messages to me?
No,
can
you
ask it
have
too.
to save it. It
I
only
have-
does it if you save it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
In the bottom, under the chat,
it
there's
says
the
show-
3 dots.
Mine just says show chat preferences. I don't have 3 dots. So let me go through and just make sure I write down before we, I mean, you don't have to record, but you can stop recording, but before we exit, I want to just make sure I have.
If you look like you're typing a message, Robin, the 3 dots underneath.
There's